Hello everyone and welcome to day number 2 of our newest custom mail-in tournament drag race. We have our first group ready to go, so let's go ahead and meet them. We have SX Boys Strike, Philip Sabonis, Laro Reed, and Killa Kowalski. The first race is underway. It looks relatively even, but then Killa Kowalski takes the lead, and they will finish in first. A great start for Killa at a 2.57. Right now I believe the fastest time is 2.54. So they were pretty close at beating that already. But we had 4 groups race in the last video, and out of the 4, 3 of them produced an undefeated racer. The only one who moved on that wasn't was Boomershine. But now into the second race, Killa Kowalski takes another win, and it looks like everyone will finish in about the same positions, and Killa Kowalski finished at the exact same time as he did in the first race. Even if they're not the fastest, you gotta give props for consistency. But Killa Kowalski is just 1 win away from already joining the first 4 racers that have moved on. And it looks like they're going to do it as they take an early lead. And talk about consistency, everyone finishes in the same positions yet again. And Killa Kowalski 3 times in a row finishes with a 2.57. So he will be moving on. Let's see if he can get a 4th 2.57. If he does, then that may be one of the most consistent racers we've seen yet. He does take a slight lead. Looks like Laro and SX are trying to make something happen, but they couldn't do it. Was it 2.57? No, it was slightly slower with a 2.59. But that was awfully close to getting the same time every time. But Killa Kowalski will be moving on. Let's see who will join him in the rest of the video, starting with our second group, which has Raptor Racing Rex, Lily the Dog, Big Daddy Racing, and Arlo. Definitely some fan favorites in here. It looks like Arlo has a slight lead. Lily the Dog is trying to get up next to him, couldn't quite do it. And we have a 2.59 from Arlo. A great finish to be sure. Anything below 2.6, you're good to go. And now into heat number 2. Arlo is in lane 1. Let's see if being on the end does anything for him. He does have the lead currently. Lily is a little bit closer this time, but no cigar, as they say. And now Arlo finishes with a 2.58 for his second victory. Now just needs 1 more. If anyone's going to stop Arlo in this group, it would likely be Lily the Dog, but we've seen some wacky surprises in previous tournaments, so that could happen here. But Arlo gets an early lead. Lily the Dog just cannot make it happen, and Arlo will be our next racer moving on, finishing with a 2.6 that time around. So out of 6 groups, I believe we've had so far, which means only 2 spots will be filled after this. Will need to be filled, rather. Here comes Arlo again, trying to get a 4th consecutive win. I thought for some reason we already had 4, but that is not the case. And Arlo finishes yet again in first. Congrats to all racers, but Arlo will be the one moving on. So out of 6 groups so far, 5 of them have produced an undefeated racer. And in our third group, Silver Bullet, Deidre Lynn Racing, NDG, and Hardcore Poetic. I'm sure Silver Bullet for sure wants to redeem themselves after the incidents, we shall say, of the last tournament. So far, I think they finished in second, which is a good place to be, but unlike the last tournament we just had, nothing under first will move on. So NDG has the best start right now, but let's see if they can be consistent. Heat number 2. Here comes Silver Bullet actually in the lead, but NDG gets enough of a burst of speed that they can get that win yet again. So that is 2 wins for MDG, and now they are 1 win away from automatically moving on. Silver Bullet has gotten close, along with Deidre, but they gotta stay in front of MDG if they want their chances to stay alive. And it looks like Silver Bullet can start out strong, but MDG has better control after going down that hill, and they get their third consecutive win, allowing them to move on in this tournament. But Silver Bullet is definitely doing a lot better than they were in the previous tournament, so that's something to smile about for sure. And now one race to go. MDG is looking to join the group of undefeateds. And he manages to pull it off, finishing with a decent time of 2.6. So that is 6 out of 7 groups that have produced an undefeated racer. And now we only have one group remaining, one spot left in our Drag Race Grand Finals. And in this group, Big Mike, Sam Hall, Sir Pouncin in your face. It looks like Sam Hall has a slight lead, but here comes In Your Face. I think he managed to pull it off. Yes, he did. Finishing with a 2.61. That is a little high compared to some of our other racers. But as long as you are able to move on, you'll have chances to improve as you go. So In Your Face is already in a great position. And it looks like they are going to grab another win. I wasn't sure if Sam Hall was going to be able to do it. It looked like they were starting out okay. But like with MDG, after In Your Face gets down that hill, they get enough speed to pass anyone that was in front of them. So now In Your Face is 2 wins away from being the next undefeated racer. And here they come. Sam Hall starts out with a slight lead, but In Your Face manages to take it away from him, I think. That did seem a little bit closer this time around. So we'll check the replay just to be absolutely certain, but I believe that was still In Your Face's race. And it was. In Your Face will be moving on. So now it's just a matter of if anyone can stop them from getting 4 consecutive wins. And In Your Face did start out in the lead. Sam Hall managed to get next to him, but I think Sam Hall did trail behind just slightly towards the end. So it looks like In Your Face will be the 7th undefeated racer out of the roster that is advancing to the Grand Finals. So there you have it. Thank you all so much for watching. See you for the next phase of the drag races.